All right, guys, Dave my Max 6. We are back in Cali at Dave Fisher's Powerhouse with my good friend Mike Antoci. Mike, we made it.
We made it.
We filmed, jeez, when was it that we filmed with Torrance? It's got to be like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, about, I think 16 weeks.
16 weeks, and I told you, you're competing again this year. You need to let me know. I want to get you on the channel. We featured you last year when you first did your first year competition. You kicked ass. Remind me of the shows that you won last year again.
It was Pacific USA's.
Yeah.
I won my division, and then 2 weeks later, I won the overall at Southwest Muscle Classic.
Starting with a bang.
Yes.
In
yes,
the
sir.
Classic Physics division. So you've trained all year long. Talk to me a little bit about. Sorry, you guys. We're close to the airport here.
There we go.
So talk to me a little bit about the quarantine, and were you able to stick to your plans, and were you able to work out a little bit during that time? Or
yeah, I was lucky enough where Rodrigo and I were finding, it was like prohibition days with drinking.
Yeah.
Just going to underground gyms, trash bags covering the windows, paying a little more than we should to train, but we drove as far as we had to, and we made it happen.
How far did you have to drive?
Sometimes 2 hours each way.
Really?
With traffic, just to get it in, but yeah.
That's dedication, dude.
Yes.
Do you know what Jay would say?
No.
He would say that's full-time shit out there.
Full-time shit. I'll take it. Thank you.
Full-time bodybuilding.
Yep.
So you were able to actually keep progressing during the off-season. And I remember when I saw you a few months ago, I said, you look a lot bigger. Obviously, you were softer, but you couldn't always tell that it was going to be it was a good year for you. And if you can send me, I would love to show some 2 weeks out progress pictures, because you've saved them all.
Yes.
And it's very interesting to see when you keep them a year apart, the major change that you have. It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
You did really good. Are you happy with your progress?
Yeah, I'm very happy with the progress we made. You can definitely see, significant changes in all the poses we've hit, just from side chest to front double. Bringing up my back was a huge priority for me. Still needs a lot of work, but it definitely made some improvements. So I'm happy with the results.
What would you say you worked the most on this year to make progress to your physique?
Back was definitely my lagging body part last year. Still not where it needs to be today, just being up front, but I hammered it out twice a week for the last year, and definitely some improvements.
What do you weigh today?
Right now I'm 220.
And how tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah, so you're pretty tall. And what's your limit?
230.
230. So you still have some room to improve.
Yeah.
Right?
By the time when we pull water and it's all said and done, I'll probably have 12, 15 pounds of muscle I can still add on.
How many weeks of prep did you do for, we're doing the USA, so we're about, what, 2 weeks out? 3 weeks out? 3 weeks out right now.
2 from Texas, 3 from USA.
So you do Texas first, and then you do USA in 3 weeks. How many weeks did you prep for this?
This has been a longer prep. Last year was about 14 weeks. This year we're pushing 17.
Why longer? Were you a little bit more soft, or do you want to take more time?
No, I was almost the same weight as last year. Definitely less soft, but my coach says, just with how my body works, metabolism, the longer we go, the better, in terms of just bringing down the weight as slow as possible to hold on to as much muscle as I can.
I think it worked. Talk about your prep coach real quick, because he's helping some people at the Olympia also. He's actually Fran, our good buddy Fran, who's not here today because he flaked on us. He's still in Europe. Yep. Shout out to Fran. But you use the same coach who's in Spain. What's his name again?
Yeah, so his name's also Francisco. Francisco Jose Espin.
Okay.
He's one of the more well-known coaches out in Europe. Tremendous coach, very caring about his athletes. Last year he stayed up till 5 in the morning just to make sure I was dialed in. I felt good about getting on stage. So I'm really happy and proud to be a part of his team.
And he's helping like 3 or 4 people at the Olympia this year, right?
He has 4 of his own athletes in the O.
Nice.
2 in 212, 1 in Classic, and a woman in figure, I believe. So
awesome. Has your diet changed a lot this year compared to last year, or just kind of the same and just a little bit longer?
I'm trying to think. It has varied a little bit. We actually lowered the protein.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I think last year it was a little too high.
Okay.
So that's been the change has been, improvements have been made for sure.
That's not usual.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
obviously it's working.
Yeah.
Right. Talk to me about the training part, because you've had a lot of training partners. You're training with Fran, you're training with Rodrigo. For a while you were training with Stan and all these guys. So this year was a little bit different. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So using training with all of them, I learned a great deal. But this was my first. Being my second year competing, my first prep, training by myself in terms of just the workouts every day, with Fran being in Spain, and then Rodrigo, we just had different gyms, different schedules, just pushing myself every day, deciding how hard I want to push myself in the gym, the workouts, of course having my coach for guidance, but being overseas, it's not the same.
How often do you have to send him pictures? Like every day, every other day?
Right now, we're checking in every couple days.
Okay.
In the beginning of prep, it's about once or twice a week.
Okay.
But he monitors my Instagram page. I post my workouts on my story, so he's kind of getting daily check-ins that way.
Updates, yeah. Do you like training by yourself better, or do you like training with partners?
The very few partners I do train with, yes, because we push each other. But I actually do. I don't mind training by myself. Throwing on the headphones, really focusing in. Not having to wait for someone else.
Good answer.
Yeah.
It's great when you train with someone, but you have to be able to do it by yourself.
Exactly.
You have to be able to enjoy both, because otherwise you're dependent.
Yes.
Right.
And someone's not always going to be there to
That's right.
to baby me. So
yeah,
for sure.
So USA, and you were telling me, hopefully we win the USA, and then that would be awesome.
That'd be great.
But if not USA, do you have a backup plan? Do you want to do something else?
Yeah, so the Amateur Olympia is the goal, with it being like 2 days later for check-ins. Now with the change of venues from Vegas to Florida, it is going to be a little bit more of a challenge to just jump on a plane directly. But hopefully we get it at the USA, so we'll see what happens.
You didn't do the USA last year. This is actually your first year.
Yeah, I knew I was, I had a great start, but I needed a lot of improvement, and still need to keep improving.
How do you feel about going to your first national qualifier?
I mean,
or pro qualifier, I should say. It's a national show, yeah.
I'm excited for that next level of competition. No one's going to show up that's not a beast in terms. Everyone's winning their shows and thinking they have what it takes. So it is going to be a challenge, but I think I'm ready for it.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, but good nerves. Not like.
I think it's a good thing. If you're not nervous, that's not a good thing.
Exactly.
Probably means you look terrible.
Yep. Yeah. But my coach says we're going to be ready, and I trust him.
Is he confident?
Yeah, he's confident.
You're going to do well.
He thinks we're going to bring a worthy package, and it's just going to see whoever shows up.
Is there anybody going to the USA, or are you going to be all by yourself?
I know help you. A lot of guys here at Powerhouse that are competing, so it's kind of like our own little family.
Nice.
Luckily, we're all in different divisions, so we all have a chance of taking it home. We're competing with each other in the overall, if all goes well. But no, my mom's gonna accompany me.
Is she coming?
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's doing good. Yeah, she's been fully supportive.
Is she proud?
Yeah, she goes. I take her to my cheat meals with me.
She comes for the fun part.
Yeah, exactly.
not for the struggle.
I'll eat the burgers with you.
Yeah, she's very smart.
Yeah.
How many people of Dave Fisher Powerhouse actually doing the USA? Do you know?
How many? I know Rashad's in Class A.
Jeremy's
in Class B. I think there's probably about 7 or 8.
Really?
Yeah, we got
that's nice.
Pretty good amount.
So you have some good support.
Yeah, so we've been pushing each other. We see each other doing cardio in the morning. We're on each other's asses a little bit, but.
Tell me a little bit how it's been like training at Dave Fowler. He's our savior right now. Since Goals is no more, you just like me, we're training there like with everybody else, and of course people kind of just spread out between Coast Fitness and here. Talk to me a little bit about what it's like to train at Dave Fisher Powerhouse.
So we're all very blessed to have Dave open the gym
so
to
blessed.
us. It's basically the new mecca of bodybuilding, at least for Los Angeles, in my opinion. With a lot of the athletes are here, a lot of the competitors. And it's been great to just have that super friendly atmosphere. Everyone.
And he's a pro bodybuilder, old school, so it's got a different vibe than to go somewhere where it's owned maybe corporately or by someone who's a businessman. Exactly. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Here, they help you with their posing. They don't push each other.
It's okay if you take your pants off in front of the gym.
And that's what we need. We need to check ourselves, make sure we're on track.
Yeah. Well, it's a big thank you to Dave Fisher for supporting all of us and staying open, even if it's not always easy. I should say. He really cares. Of course, this is a business, but he obviously cares about the community and about the sport and about you guys, and we really appreciate it. So, Mikey, just 3 weeks out from the USA. I wish you the best of luck, man. And I will be in Vegas, not Vegas, actually, in Florida.
Okay.
So if you end up making over there, I hope to see you over there.
Sounds good.
And I'm sure you'll do great.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Mikey.